This is John Finnemore's Souvenir Programme.
Great Caesar Augustus, your time is nigh. You are about to ascend to the gods.
Yes, I feel it. Leave me, all of you. I would be alone. Wait, scribe!
Great Caesar?
Approach. You must record my last words.
Oh, right. Hang on. Just find me stylus.
Come on, I haven't got all day.
Oh, no, you really don't. Sorry, inappropriate. Okay, stylus poised. Hit me.
I found Rome of clay. I leave it of marble.
Of marble. Got it. That's very good.
Well, of course it's good. I don't need a scribe to tell me it's good. Oh, damn it.
What?
I found Rome of clay. I leave it of marble.
Yeah, I got it first time. I'm a professional scribe.
No, I'm just... Oh, damn it. They have to be my last words. I found Rome of clay. I leave it of marble.
No, I think that's just a figure of speech. They don't have to literally be the last words you ever say.
Of course they do, you imbecile. They're not my last words otherwise, are they? They're just some of the words I said. I found Rome of clay. I leave it of marble.
Well, I'm sure you know best.
Of course I do. Now get out.
Okay, bye then. Give my love to the gods.
Wait! I found Rome of clay. I leave it of marble.
Oh, yes, good catch. So was that it, or... Because you said go before, but then you said wait, so... What are you doing? No, sorry, I don't... You want something? Something through the door. Is it a fan? Some sort of bird.
Get out! Oh, I'm telling you to get out! Oh, damn it!
Right, okay.
Wait! I found Rome of clay. I leave it marble.
You know what? I know it's just because you're on your last legs, but that version's actually better. Oh, yes, and there's the flappy hand gesture. As we've established, that means go away. So, off I go. Anything else you want? No? Okay. Shall I leave the door ajar or closed? Sorry, are you nodding for ajar or closed? No, again, I don't know whether you...
Ajar! Leave it ajar! No, wait! I leave... I leave marbles in my jar!
Got it. I leave marbles in a jar. Right. And we'll let posterity decide which one of us is the imbecile, shall we?
Next stop is Doncaster in approximately 40 minutes. Doncaster, your next station stop.
Guy next to me is playing Carcassonne on his phone. I like that game. Let's see how he does. Good? Oh, no, I'd have... Oh, no, good. He's good.
Hello, John.
Oh, no.
I'm the voice in your head.
No, you're not. I'm the voice in my head.
You're the normal one, sure, but I'm the special one. With the extra special good ideas.
Whatever it is, I am not listening.
You should ask that man if he wants to play with you.
Okay, well, we don't even need to discuss this one, because obviously I'm not doing that.
You should. You're stuck on this train together for 40 minutes. Why not ask if he wants to play?
Because it would be really weird.
No, it wouldn't.
Of course it would.
Why? You like Carcassonne. He clearly likes Carcassonne.
Yes, and he's perfectly happy playing against his phone.
Well, he won't be, will he? Because he's good, and as you well know, the computer opponent is rubbish. You'd give him a much better game.
Well, yeah, but...
Really? Really, you're offering him a favour?
It's just not something people do.
Well, why not? All you're suggesting is a little human interaction. Isn't that how we should be? Not all locked away in our own separate little digital worlds.
I suppose the worst he can do is say no.
Exactly. If he doesn't want to, fair enough. No harm in asking.
There isn't, is there?
None at all.
I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I will. Excuse me.
Yeah?
Hi, sorry, this is going to sound a bit weird. I just happened to notice, is that Carcassonne you're playing?
Yeah.
Right, no, I thought it was. It's just, thing is, I play that game on my phone too, and I just wondered if you wanted to play with me.
Yeah. No, thanks, mate, you're all right.
Yeah, no, fine, no worries, of course, sure, no, I just thought no, great, yeah, no, I'll just...
Okay.
No problem.
You bastard.
And now you've got to sit next to him for 40 minutes.
Okay, guys, first of all, I'm really grateful to you all coming in at the weekend like this, and especially after we've been working so hard, finishing the designs for the Rhino. I wouldn't do it, I hope you know, if it wasn't an absolute emergency, but it really is. I can't break this to you gently. I have just had word from upstairs. They are now saying that none of the animals can use fire.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. I don't know what they're... Anyway, the fact is, we have to throw out every animal we've designed that uses fire.
Everything?
Yes, everything. The phoenix, gone. The dragon, the flame gibbons, the hot rabbits, all gone.
Not even the inferno skunk?
Yes, everything. So, as you can imagine, that leaves us with a massive hole. So, guys, it's all hands to the pumps. We need new concepts as quickly as possible, ready to go. No idea, too stupid. Let's go. Anyone?
Okay, how about wolves? But they love you.
Wolves, but they love you.
Yeah, not in packs. Just one or two small ones that sort of go round with you and love you.
But wolves?
You said anything!
Yeah, no, you're right. Fair enough. Stick it down. Friendly wolves. Sure, we're off. Okay, who else?
How about a bear that's always asleep?
Always?
Well, nearly always, because then that's its thing. It's the sleepy bear.
Okay. Where does it live?
In the trees.
Will it fall out?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, what would it eat?
Well, the trees, I suppose.
Fine. Sleepy tree-eating bear. Yeah. Stick it down. Why not? Next.
Have we done anything upside down?
Upside down?
Yeah, like head at the bottom, feet at the top. I don't think we've done that.
Okay, I know I said no bad ideas, but how would that work?
It could, hang from stuff.
Okay, good enough. Yeah, give it 3 toes and make it really slow.
Why?
There's no time for whys. We've just got to go with our gut instinct. Okay, who's next?
Underwater spiders?
How do you mean?
Just, well, the 8 legs thing, but in the sea.
Fine, make them really clever and give them 2 hearts.
Tiny lions that live in your house.
Isn't that the same as your wolves that love you?
No, these ones wouldn't love you.
Fine, yeah, do it. Anyone else? Keep them coming.
Mice, but they can fly.
Sure.
Foxes, but they can fly.
All right.
Fish, but they can fly.
Okay, but guys, we are getting in a bit of a rut here. Let's try something different.
Birds, but they can't fly.
Yes, of course, that's great. Do loads of them. All different types, one for every continent. Fantastic. Any more? Come on, anyone.
Okay, how about, this might sound crazy, something with the body of an otter, the tail of a beaver, and the beak of a duck, and it lays eggs, and it's got a poison foot.
Sounds a bit like the duck-billed platypus.
Yes!
Once upon a time, in a far-off land, but don't worry, we're not doing the accents. A wise old man did great service to the king. Overcome with gratitude, the king said to him,
"Wise old man, you may have any gift it is in my power to bestow."
Oh, any gift?
Anything at all, because I'm the bloody king.
My liege, my wants are humble. I merely request that you take a chessboard.
Okay.
On the first square, you place the single grain of rice.
Hang on, how complicated is this going to be? Do I need to be writing it down?
No, it's very simple. Place 1 grain of rice on the first square. But then, place 2 grains of rice on the second.
Right.
And so on until the chessboard is full.
Okay, so to sum up, you'd like some rice. Righto. And do we really have to go through all the business with the chessboard? Couldn't I just give you, whatever that is, a warehouse full of rice? Or a rice farm? Do people farm rice? Or is it like pasta? I should know these things. I'm the king.
I should like the precise amount I specified, if your majesty will agree to it.
Oh, sure.
And so the king went away to calculate just how much rice he owed the wise man. And before long, he came back and said,
"Okay, here you are, your 2,080 grains of rice. What are you planning? A very small risotto?"
What? No, this isn't right.
Pretty sure it is. I counted it twice.
No, it should be more rice than exists in the entire kingdom.
Right, no, we definitely got different answers then. I mean, there's loads more rice than this in the kingdom. There's quite a lot more just in the bag.
How many grains did you put on the last? The 64th square.
64.
No, I said each square should have double the grains of the square before.
No, you said 1 on the first, 2 on the second, and so on.
Yes, 2 is double 1.
Well, it is, but I think if you ask most people what comes next in the sequence 1, 2, and so on...
Oh, dear.
Oh, I see. If it had been doubles, that would have been lots of grains of rice, would it?
Yes, about 18.5 quintillion, yes.
Well, I don't know what that is, but it sounds like plenty.
Yes, it's 1,000 times more than exists in the world.
So, hang on. I offered you anything it was in my power to give, but instead of saying thanks and picking a thing, you tried to do a trick to make me give you something I couldn't.
Well, yes.
You see, Dave, this is why no one likes you.
The moral of that story is, well, if you're a mathematician, it's always ensure the terms of your sequence are sufficiently established to determine a unique response. But more generally, the moral is, as usual, don't be a dick. The end.
Hello, my name is Patsy Straightwoman, and welcome to a cross between the interview sketch and the animal interview sketch, depending where you're looking. Because I am delighted to be joined today by Clive, who is a centaur. Clive, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry, Clive, would you mind just not eating during the interview, only we're picking it up on the mic?
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but no, I can't stop.
Right. I mean, it'll only be a minute or two.
I haven't got a minute or two. I've got a horse's body and a man's mouth. Okay? Do you know how long it takes a human to eat enough oats to fill a horse? It takes all my time.
Oh dear.
Oh dear is about right. I am always eating and always hungry. Oh, and also, my human taste buds hate grass and raw oats, but my horse stomach can't process anything else. So I'm actually always hungry and always eating something I hate.
I'm sorry to hear that, but there must be some compensations, surely. Galloping majestically through the forest.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great, doesn't it? Galloping through the forest like a horse would do, only on the front of the horse, at branch and bramble height, there's a naked human torso.
Yes.
And
yes,
in any case, I can't gallop. You don't seem to understand. I can't afford to burn a single calorie more energy than I have to. At night, I have to wake up every 40 minutes to force down another handful of grass, or I accidentally starve. Being a centaur is an utterly miserable existence. What beats me is how we evolved this way in the first place.
Well, Clive, the depressing centaur, thank you.
Afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon.
First customer of the day. Welcome to the George and Dragon. What can I get for you?
Actually, I was hoping to speak to the landlord.
Oh, yes, I'm afraid he doesn't do walk-in autographs anymore. But he does a meet and greet session every other Sunday if you want to...
No, I wanted to see him privately. I'm an old friend of his.
Huh, no offence, mate, but I don't think you are. And I'll tell you how I know. I'm him.
George.
In person.
You really don't remember me?
Sorry, mate, no. Well, you do look a bit...
I'm the dragon.
Alistair?
Hello, George.
Blow me, I'd never have... I see it now, though. Good to see you, mate.
Yes, you too.
Yeah, you're looking good. So you're still a...
Dragon, yeah, still a dragon.
Right. So what, you were just passing?
No, I wasn't just passing. George, I came to ask you something.
Yeah?
Could you please stop going on about the fight?
I wouldn't say I'll go on about it.
You do. I can't turn on the TV without seeing you plugging your pub.
Just marketing.
Or another one of your books, How I Slew the Dragon, How You Can Slay Your Dragon, Lose Weight the St. George Way by Slaying Dragons.
Well, you know, you've got to make the most of your 15 minutes of fame.
Years. It's been 15 years now, and look, I took the gig, okay? I accept that. I needed the money, I took a dive, but honestly, George, it's everywhere I look. And it's stopping me getting endorsement work. They say, oh, I'm sorry, your brand's too strongly associated with being killed.
What can I say? I did kill you.
Did you, though?
Yes.
Only, here I am.
Okay, sure, but I mean, I could have done, if I'd wanted.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I could.
George, I'm a dragon.
Yeah? Well, I'm a saint.
Yeah, exactly. If it had been a praying competition, I might have been worried. But in a fight...
Hey, well, if we really want to get into it, Al, when you say a dragon...
no, I am a dragon.
Well, you play a dragon.
No, I am a dragon.
And you do it very well. For a monitor lizard.
A Komodo dragon is what I am. That is literally the name for me.
Right, but so is monitor lizard.
Low blow, George.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. From now on, when I do interviews, I'll make a lot bigger deal about how fierce you were, how terrifying, what a close thing it was, and yet how even in the thick of the battle, I was struck by how charismatic you were and what a good spokesman you've made for products and services, okay? So that's good for both of us.
Well, that would make a big difference, George. I would appreciate that.
Consider it done, mate.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So, how are you otherwise? Keeping busy?
Oh, yeah, not too bad, yeah. Chinese New Year's coming up. That's always my busy time. Tomorrow, I'm up for a modelling gig. Agent reckons it'll be a big deal if I can get it.
Oh, good for you. What's it for?
Wales.
John?
Margaret, yeah.
I'm just checking. Are you transitioning this show into being entirely about animals?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. Not all the sketches are about animals. Some of them are about kings.
Oh, yes, of course, the kings, the relentless kings. But it is all animals and kings, then?
No.
No?
No.
No, because I'm just looking at next week's running order. We've got armadillos go bowling, King Midas becomes a masseuse, a moose becomes a masseuse, Richard III and a wombat, King Lear and a hippo, and finally, since you asked me to recite the whole of The Lion King, including singing all the songs, plus 2 encores for I Just Can't Wait to Be King.
I love that one.
Yeah, of course you do. It's about an animal who wants to be king. No, John, it really isn't that funny.
Animals.
It's Series 7. I think you might be getting a bit self-indulgent.
Okay, point taken. And what, probably cut down on all these sketches where you butt in as well, eh?
Oh, no. Keep doing those. I love those.
What a beautiful sunset.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So beautiful.
Really gorgeous.
I could watch it all day.
Oh, if only. Look at the colours in the clouds.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah. That's what I was looking at, yeah. Orange and pink.
Yeah, those are the colours I meant. So beautiful.
Yeah.
And the sun just sinking there.
Yeah, that's the sunset for you.
I like how slowly it sinks.
It is slow, isn't it? That's part of the beauty.
Because you don't see anything else sink that slowly, do you? Normally things sink much faster.
Yeah.
But less beautifully.
Yep.
Still. Nearly gone now.
Yep. Nearly.
So close to setting.
And yet still...
Yeah. Going.
Come on.
Gone. Oh, right. Beauty over. Pub?
Pub. Hello. I'm probably going to have to head off now. I just wanted to say again, so sorry for your loss, but so nice to see you. I mean, not nice, obviously. Oh, well, it is nice to see you, but not under these circumstances. Well, it is, but not nice enough to make it worthwhile that she died. I mean, obviously, that goes without saying. That should have gone without saying. But it was a wonderful service. Not wonderful. Terrible, but good. good in a bad way. As in, if she had to die, you've absolutely made the best of it. Not the best. I mean, it's still terrible. The circumstances are terrible. The event was amazing. Amazing is definitely the wrong word. Now, I'm just saying, you really made a silk purse out of a sow's ear. But I don't want the silk purse, and it doesn't make up for the sow not being able to hear anymore. I'm not calling your late grandmother a sow, and I am aware her problem is more severe than hearing loss. Just to be clear, I hate that your gran died, okay? That was stupid. This day, however, was great, in a sad way, but you made it as good as it could have been, which was still awful, but not because of your fault. You, great. Your gran, sadly dead. Me, sorry about that, but happy, not happy, but admiring of this great day, not great, this sad, well-managed, awful, fantastic day.
Goodbye. So sorry for your loss. It was a beautiful service.
He was a bit glib. Know where I heard from the other day?
No, who's that?
Old Terry, over Westgate Farm.
Oh, he must have been working that field close on 30 years now. How is he finding it?
Well, I'll tell you. He says these days, job's nigh on impossible.
Does he?
Yeah. Because they just don't take any notice of him anymore. Just ignore him, they do now.
The Crows, this is.
Yeah, the Crows, of course the Crows. So the fact of the matter is they can't be scared. And this is Terry talking.
Yeah, no, Terry's one of the best scarecrows in the business.
Oh, the crows these days, modern crows, there's no scaring them. Used to be, you stood out in the field, looking like a man, crows would wet themselves. Now they just laugh at their beak.
Yeah. They're desensitised.
They are. Yeah. They're desensitised, exactly.
Just before I got took down, I had one perch on me.
Oh, no.
Right on me hat. Proper fool I felt.
Well, it's not right. Mind, I don't blame the crows. Know who I blame?
The farmers.
The farmers, I do. I blame the farmers. They spoil those crows. With their CDs on strings. Machines that go bang at unpredictable intervals. No wonder they're not scared anymore.
Know the latest thing ours has got?
No, what's he got?
A kite in the shape of a hawk. Kite? Yep, with laser beams for eyes.
Oh, for goodness sake. We didn't need all that.
We didn't. The way we scared them was subtle. It wasn't all cheap bangs and laser hawks. No. It was... Who's that standing alone in the field? Why is he standing so still? Has he got his arms stretched out? Well, he'd better keep away.
We were masters of suspense.
We were. We built up an atmosphere of fear. And for my money, that's a damn sight scarier than a thing that goes bang.
Yeah. Where's the art in that?
Well, nowhere. And what's more, it doesn't stay with you. You're a crow, something goes bang unexpectedly, you go, you fly away, but then you forget it. Whereas long after you've flown away, you're back in your nest, trying to sleep. Suddenly you think, that man in the field today, where were his feet?
It was a craft, is what it was.
It was. Tell you what, let's pretend that never happened.
And now it's time once again to join the Speaker and his team for Prime Minister's Question Time.
Hello. This week we're coming to you from the lovely city of Westminster, home to a splendid abbey, a cathedral, and of course to our very own Prime Minister. And who's got our first question, please?
Yes, hello. My name is Dennis Skinner from Bolsover. I have a rather poor constituency, which I'm afraid to say doesn't boast very much in the way of manufacturing or services. How should I protect it from harsh economic conditions?
And you've brought a picture of it along, I think.
Yes, I have, yes.
Oh, dear, yes. Prime Minister, how best to nurture a rather sickly constituency?
Oh, yes, it is in a rather bad way, isn't it? I think what I do is prune back as much as you can of community services, subsidies, that sort of thing. And hopefully, you should find that relieved of all that extra weight, your constituency starts to flourish again.
There you are. Be cruel to be kind, Mr. Skinner.
Thank you.
I'm sure Bolsover is going to be an absolute picture. Report back. Onward and up.
Yes, I'm sorry. This was my fault. I introduced it too warmly. I set the tone wrong. I do apologise. Let me try again. We can now go live to Sunningham Village Hall for gardeners' questions.
Questions to the gardeners. Mary Briggs.
Under the current conditions, my flowers in my wonderful garden in Sunningham continue to struggle, to wither, and quite frankly to die. Will the panel join me in condemning loamy soil?
All right. Well, gardeners, please compose themselves.
In condemning loamy soil, a failed experiment that has led to nothing but misery for generations of gardeners.
Bill Merriweather.
Absolutely not. Loamy soil is a real success story and continues to do sterling work for flowers, for herbs, and for hard-working vegetables across the country. Quite frankly, if the Right Honourable Gardener for Sunningham's flowers are dying, it is because she consistently fails to water them.
Yep, sorry, I see what I did that time. Well, I mean, I could try a third time, but to be honest, I think I prefer them both like that.
John Finnemore's Souvenir programme was written and performed by John Finnemore with Margaret Cabourn-Smith, Simon Kane, Lawry Lewin and Carrie Quinlan. Producer was Ed Morrish, and it was a BBC Studios production. Well, since you asked me for a card trick, very well then, think of a playing card. Right now. Any card. Now, say it out loud. Oh, the Queen of Hearts, good choice. Now then, for the 51 out of every 52 of you whose time I just wasted, perhaps I might offer some small compensation by inviting you to imagine what just happened to the other one. Good night.
This is John Finnemore's Souvenir programme.
So, where did you have a job in mind?
Maybe I do.
Well?
A couple of months ago, I asked Johnny Bigmouth if he had any tip-offs. Well, he just got back to me.
I'm listening.
You ever hear of a little place called Mulligan's?
Not Mulligan's Milliners.
The same.
You out of your mind? You can't knock over Mulligan's. They're the biggest hat shop in the country.
Well, maybe I want the biggest hats.
It's impossible. There's no hat shop better protected than Mulligan's. There are floodlights and alarms, there are security cameras, a voice control. The hat vault itself is fingerprint protected, and inside the vault there's a wolf who hasn't been fed for 5 weeks and who is constantly being poked by an electronic stick to keep him annoyed. Can't be done.
I say it can. Of course, it'll need a large crew and multiple cons, but if we pull it off, think of the take. I hear Mulligan's is about to take possession of this.
That is a great big hat.
It sure is.
Okay, I'm in. Who'll we need?
Well, a demolition man, obviously, a couple of grease boys, a golden retriever, 2, maybe 3 deputy headmasters, at least one of whom can double as a dandelion clock.
Any wombles?
No, just a couple of contrabassunists and a Hamilton.
A Hamilton?
Well, yeah, obviously we've got to have a Hamilton. You can get me a Hamilton, right?
No, sure, I can, yeah.
You do know what a Hamilton is, right?
Oh, yeah, sure, of course, yeah.
What is it?
Is it like a dancer?
No, it's a driver.
What? No.
Yeah, like Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, well, say Lewis then. I'd have got it from Lewis.
Lewis is confusing. We already use Lewis for a strong-arm man.
Do we? I never heard that.
Sure, from Louis Armstrong.
Oh. Wait, it's Louis Armstrong.
Oh, that's a common misconception, actually. He himself always pronounced
it. You know what word we could use for driver? Driver.
But what if a policeman heard us?
Then he'd know that after we do the robbery, we're planning to drive away from it. To be honest, he's probably worked that out for himself.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right, so let's just keep it simple, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so, the heist. How do you see it going down?
Okay, so So, you and me will prepare a flypaper combined with a jackanory. Maddie can do a Mary Poppins, then the Raffertys can pull a sticky fish bowl, and Bob and Ronnie can finish with a That's What She Said.
Well, now you're talking sense.
Hello?
Hi, got your leopard here?
Sorry?
Your leopard. Where do you want it?
Well, what do you mean by leopard?
You know, leopard. Don't know how else to say it. Big spotty cat. About so long by so high. Quite cross. It's in the van.
I don't have a leopard.
Well, you do now.
No.
Yeah, you do. Here we are. July 2008, Pangford Zoo. You adopted a leopard.
Well, yeah, I adopted one. Yeah.
There we go then. You see, unfortunately, the zoo had to close down this year, so we are returning all the adopted animals to their adopted parents.
That's just a gesture. It only cost about 50 quid.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Interesting thing about leopards, they're surprisingly cheap. To buy, that is. Obviously, they're incredibly expensive to feed and care for. That's why the zoo went bust. Now then, do you want to come and lead it into the house, or shall I just let it loose into your garden?
No, look, I don't want a leopard.
Wow, you shouldn't have adopted one then, should you? Hurry up, I've got 40 piranha fish to drop off after this.
Look, I really can't take a leopard. I already have 2 cats.
Oh, don't worry, you won't have for long.
There must be something you can do.
Well, I suppose what I could do, if you were to renew your adoption fee here and now, I could try and palm the leopard off on one of the piranha owners. Half the time people can't remember what animal they adopted anyway.
Yes, please, if you could.
Go on then. Seeing as I'm in a good mood. Terry, bring us out one of them piranhas.
Here you go, lady. One piranha.
Oh.
Careful with the bowl. Now we need about 1.5 rats a day or a horse's leg in a week.
Right. I mean, even the piranha's a bit... Have you got anything smaller?
Well, let's see. I've got a gorilla, wallaby, there's a beetle.
Oh, yes, a beetle. That's perfect.
We got the beetle with us, Terry.
Yep, got it right here.
I'll take it.
Oh, I don't know. It's the only one. Think I'd have to charge double for the beetle.
Well, that's fine. Here's the money and something for yourself.
Oh, very good of you. Right, give us back the piranha.
Here's your beetle. Feed it on, well, I don't know, really. Beetle food.
Yeah, we'll be off then. See ya.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Yeah, all right, Al, you can knock that off. You're paid up.
Oh, good murder on the throat leopards. Right. What's next?
Komodo dragon. Can you do them?
Well, I'll practice.
Good, you do that. Terry, go and find another beetle.
And now on Radio 4, it's time for the weather forecast. The way it sounds even when you've deliberately turned on the radio just to hear it and are desperately trying to concentrate.
Hello. Well, it's been a brisk and blustery day for most of us, with cloudy but bright weather in Ireland and the southwest and scattered showers elsewhere. I expect you've managed to pay attention to every word of this completely useless information about the weather in the past. But now let's see how well you do as I turn to tomorrow. Starting in Scotland, in the northeast, it'll be a mostly mild outbreak at first, but with some hazy and mid-range spots of sun and sun overreaching a foggy salmon by noon. In the east-west and south upstairs, we can expect a high horse on the landing in the late 30s. And that will be jostled by a rude head waiter of 54 or 55 towards the mid-morning. Back to front, it'll be a fried egg for most of the country. With the butcher's dog unfurling a wicker hammock later, expecting twins before dropping down and giving me 20. Moving on to Ford Anglia and none of Wales. A rigid hairdresser will be bringing with it some parcels of frog and suet in the late Middle Ages, with a lengthy spell in prison and brown sauce in the north. Lastly, in King's Lynn, where you're having your wedding tomorrow, there will be thunderstorms and flash floods, but there's absolutely no way you've managed to concentrate long enough to hear about them. You will be so far out by now that the only thing that will bring you back is my change of tone as I say the magic words back to you, Eddie.
Now gather round, friends, and we'll sing you a song that's terribly sad and incredibly long. It tells of the leaving Dewey held for best when 7 poor souls were bored almost to death.
'Twas in a grotty sports bar, though none of us liked sports. We turned up in our work clothes and the whole place was in shorts.
The area reserved for us was on the mezzanine, so stranded in midair beside a giant glowing screen.
There was boring little Barry, there was Sue and James and Mike.
Yolanda from reception.
And that new bloke no one likes.
We'd all just planned to show our face for half an hour or so, but only 7 people came, so nobody could go.
Oh, how the terror gripped us as we saw what this would mean. We were trapped in the terrible leaving do. Trapped in the terrible leaving do. Trapped in the terrible leaving do of 2017.
There wasn't any party food to fill our rumbling guts. The bar was even out of crisps, so all we had was nuts.
And not in honest packets, boys, but in those little tubs that cost a quid for 6 cashews and should be banned from pubs.
We tried to talk together, but nobody could hear, so soon we just gave up and sat there staring at our beer.
Yolanda from reception started playing with her bone,
And every man and woman there wished they were still at home.
when suddenly a stranger walked up to our mezzanine, right into the terrible leaving do.
Into the terrible leaving do. Into the terrible leaving do of 2017.
We don't know who that woman was, we don't know why she came. It's not she didn't tell us, we just didn't catch her name.
Some say she came from marketing,
Some say she's friends with Mike.
She was the sister of that new bloke no one likes.
But Mary or Millie or Melanie or possibly Maureen transformed the terrible leaving to. Transformed the terrible leaving to. Transformed the terrible leaving to of 2017.
she told Beth she would miss her. She sang a song with Jane.
She found some dice from somewhere and she got us playing games.
She found a pizza place that would deliver to the bar.
See that boring Barry tell her all about his boring car.
She asked if they'd switch off the screen, and when they turned her down, she snuck down to their fuse box and she blacked out half the town. And as we ate our pizzas in the flickering candle light, we all gave thanks that Millie or Mary or Mel arrived that night.
For whether she came from heaven or earth or somewhere in between, she saved the terrible leaving do.
He saved the terrible leaving do of 2017.
Excuse me, madam, can we have a moment of your time?
Oh, I'm
Do you
afraid-
forget things, madam?
Forget things?
Names?
Faces?
Well, we all forget things.
Not all of us, madam.
By no means. My associate and myself would like to demonstrate a simple but revolutionary memory system by which you can remember anything forever.
Oh, I don't really.
For instance, name a band.
A band?
Any band at all.
The Beatles?
Perfect, very good, yes. Now, what would you say if I told you that in just 3 minutes' time you will be able to effortlessly remember the names of all the Beatles?
Well,
Impossible?
already...
Wait and see.
Okay, so I've Googled them. Oh, here they are. John Lennon.
Oh, yes.
Paul McCartney.
Right.
George Harrison.
Never heard of him.
And Ringo Starr.
Oh, yes. Dingo Starr's brother.
That's him. And now, let's make those names unforgettable.
I mean,
It's all about creating strong mental images and then linking them together. So we start with John Lennon.
John Lennon, there's nothing there. It's kind of bland, colourless.
No, so we play with it. We turn it into something visual, something memorable. Like straight away, Lennon suggests lemon.
Great, Lemon, instantly more memorable. And John, who's most famous? John, who comes straight into your head when you think of John.
John Major, obviously.
Yeah, obviously John Major. So that gives us Major Lemon.
Oh.
Immediately we can create an image for that.
And now we need to link it with the name Paul, what was it?
McCartney.
Ooh, yeah, again, that's a terrible name. No images. Let's change it to Paul Memory.
Why Paul Memory?
Because we're trying to remember him.
Oh, but you're trying to remember them all.
Okay, fine, we'll stick with McCartney then. So, where were we? Major Lemon. Major Lemon, he's always yellow food in the army.
So promote him, he becomes Colonel Mustard.
Oh, great, Colonel Mustard. Now, what does that give you?
Colonel Mustard did it in the hall with the lead piping.
Oh, okay, great. Hang on to hall. Now, lead piping, lead, head, pie, eye, ping,
Shin, great, head, eye, shin, 3 parts of the body. Swap them for 3 different parts. Add the hall you carried over. What do you get?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney!
But you could have picked.
Now, we take Paul. Who's a famous Paul?
Well, Paul Smith, obviously, the shirt guy.
Right. Yeah. Okay, great. We've got Smith. Now, McCartney. McCarthy?
McCarthy.
General MacArthur. Great.
Oh, great. So we've got a Smith and a general. Now, a Smith works in a forge.
A general leads a garrison.
Forge, garrison,
George Harrison.
Who's that? Now, George. Now, that gives us George and the Dragon.
Great, hold that. And Harrison, obviously, Harrison Ford.
Ford Mustang.
Great. Okay, so we've got the Dragon and Mustang.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit like an English pub.
Oh, okay, great. Because in Mexico, an English pub is a...
Ringo Bar. Ringo Star. And now, without any effort, using just simple visual imagery, you'll always remember the names of the Beatles.
And not only that, it works just as well backwards.
Yes, because if you start with Ringo Starr...
Straight away you think of Ringo Bar.
Which is an English pub like...
the Cat and the Fiddle.
That's right.
So the cat gives us Sylvester the Cat.
Great, yeah, and fiddle, well, fiddle means to fake, to forge.
To forge, if you forge something, it's not the real McCoy.
Sylvester McCoy.
Sylvester Stallone. Rocky Mountain High.
Mountain Goat.
High on a hill live a lonely goat herd.
For a herd.
That's 3 of them. Well, what was the last one?
3 parts of the body. Tony Hart. It really is. Simple as that. From now on, you'll always be able to effortlessly recall that the Beatles were Ringo Starr,
Sylvester McCoy,
For a Herd,
and Tony Hart.
Oh, yes, I mean, I admit, I didn't know that. Well, so, how much do you want for this technique?
No one's ever asked us that.
I mean, we've told you it now.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know.
Give us a quid.
Great.
Thanks.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'd like to commission a cake for my sister's birthday.
Oh, certainly, sir. What did you have in mind?
Oh, well, my sister loves cakes, and what she particularly likes are those cakes that look like other things. Do you do that here?
Oh, yes, we can make a cake look like almost anything. Footballs, books, teapots, you name it.
Oh, good.
What sort of thing would your sister like?
Well, as I say, her real passion is cakes. So what I would like is for you to bake a cake in the shape of a cake.
In the shape of a cake?
Yes.
Right. A cake that looks like a cake?
Precisely.
Wouldn't that just be a cake?
No. I could buy a cake off the shelf. No. I want you to specially bake and ice the cake in such a way that it cunningly resembles a cake.
But isn't actually a cake?
No, it is a cake.
Right.
Just not the cake it looks like.
Oh, I see. So, like maybe a giant cupcake?
No, not a giant cupcake. I just want a normal cake in the shape of another normal cake.
Right. So, you want a cake that is in itself a cake, but has been made in the shape of a different cake.
Exactly. So when my sister sees it, she'll say, "Oh, lovely, a cake." And it looks like a cake.
But not the same cake?
On no account.
All right. Well, as it happens, I think we have the very thing already in stock. Yes, here we are.
How exciting. I don't understand. This is a Christmas cake.
No, sir. This is a fruit cake covered with marzipan and icing and decorated with holly and sugar Father Christmas, but when presented to your sister on her birthday, it becomes a birthday cake in the shape of a Christmas cake.
Perfect! Thank you. God, how clever of you.
No, not at all, sir. As it happens, you got rather lucky. This sort of thing is our speciality. Oh, excuse me. Do you mind if I get this?
By all means.
Hello, Wittgenstein's Patisserie.
Welcome to the interview sketch. My name is Patsy Straightwoman. In private life, I'm actually very funny. I I'm joined today by Dr. David Channing, lecturer in applied linguistics at Lancaster University. David, welcome to the sketch. Can you tell us a bit about what you're working on?
So, for the last year, I've been researching the recent shift in preliminary phatic speech markers among high authority communicators.
And what does that mean in layman's terms?
So, basically, I'm trying to work out why experts in interviews now start all their answers with so.
I see. And what's the answer?
So, it gives the expert time to think, of course, but it can also certainly imply that the question is absurdly simplistic and there's a whole load of background information that needs to be set out before they can even attempt to answer it.
I see. But why has it suddenly started happening now?
So, this is nothing new. People have always started explanations with a little throat-clearing word. Once it was look or now. For decades it's been well. Now it seems so is overtaking it.
And how does this change happen?
So, generally, it takes an influential innovator to start doing it, and then they bring imitators along behind them.
Can you give me a visual metaphor for that?
So, a needle-pulling thread.
Go away.
And now, on Radio 4, you've disastrously mistaken which day of the week Ed Reardon's on. Which means, I'm afraid, it's time to accidentally hear some of John Finnemore's Souvenir programme.
It's John Finnemore's cosy, warm bath of gentle whimsy.
Ding, ding!
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm looking for a shop sketch.
You're in luck, sir. We're one of the last shows in the world that still stock them. What size?
Regular, please. Completely regular and normal in every way.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello, I'm a wombat.
I'm also a wombat. Imagine if we could talk.
What silly voices we might have.
Wouldn't our way of looking at the world be amusing?
For a while, yeah.
For 4.5 minutes?
Let's hope so. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This song has weak lyrics and only one laugh, but will stick in your head for a week and a half. A week and a half. A week and a half. It will stick in your head for a week and a half. A week and a half. A week and a half.
John? Yes, Simon. Are you somehow breaking the fourth wall or something? This is revolutionary.
Anyway, I was just wondering, are you worried that by attempting to parody your own show, you're reaching depths of self-indulgence that could be actually fatal? No! Okay!
Hello, I'm still a wombat.
It's a runner.
Goodbye. Do-do-be-do-do-do. Well, since you asked me for a long, shaggy dog play, at the end, full of puns and silly voices, I believe Round the Horn is being repeated on 4 Extra. Good night.
That was John Finnemore's Souvenir programme, starring him and his mates. How cosy. It was a by-the-numbers production for the BBC. Putting a line in after the credits doesn't make you hitchhikers.
Well, since you asked me a rather abrupt, but on the other hand, pleasingly melodious question, I believe this story will furnish you with the answer. It all began when I was working as head of security in the most famous hat shop in the land. Mulligan's Millions. One morning, I was called in for a private conference with Mrs. Mulligan herself.
Ah, Finnemore.
She said, glancing up from the trilby she was crocheting.
This is strictly between you and I, Finnemore, but Mulligan's is about to play host to the most valuable hat ever made.
Not the Imperial State Crown.
That's right. Not. For I refer, of course, to the cuckoo hat of Mad Prince Ludwig.
I gasped audibly. I always do. If you gasp any other way, it's not really a gasp. Of course, like any hat fan, I had heard of the cuckoo hat of Mad Prince Ludwig. Heir to the throne of Switzerland, Ludwig had commissioned this as a joint work between Leonardo da Vinci and Charles Darwin. to remind him of the clocks of his homeland, while simultaneously warning strangers of his sometimes fragile mental state.
I shall keep it, of course, in the vault.
Continued Mrs. Mulligan.
Protected by all the normal security measures.
Ah, the floodlights and alarms.
Yes, all the normal security measures.
And the fingerprint-controlled vault.
Yes, as I say, all of the normal...
The voice-controlled security cameras.
Again, that comes under all
and
of
the
normal...
wolf, who hasn't been fed for 5 weeks.
Yeah, all of the normal security measures that we both already know about.
All right.
But I also want you there, Finnemore, in the vault itself, eyes peeled for potential hat nappers.
It will be an honour.
Any questions?
Yes, we actually make hats here, don't we? So why would we take delivery of an existing hat which has already been...
I wasn't talking to you, Finnemore. I was talking to the voice-controlled security cameras. Any questions, cameras?
No questions.
I began my vigil, and I had not long to wait. The third night after the arrival of the precious hat, I was awoken in the small hours by the noise of the great steel doors of the vault stealthily opening and a ragtag assembly of improbably handsome crooks pouring in. Two of them, for some reason, carrying an armchair and one a bottle of port. At once, I leapt for the panic button, but their leader forestalled me.
Plenty of time to ring that in a moment, Finnemore.
He drawled.
But first, we have one question for you. Think very carefully before you answer. Here it is. Do you know any stories?
Well, since he asked me for a story, it so happened I did know one or two, and so I settled into the armchair and began to narrate. 4 hours later, the gang had finished drilling into the safe and removing Prince Ludwig's hat, and I had very nearly finished my introductory remarks. Seeing that they intended to leave before the end, though, I reluctantly broke off. Now then, if you really must go, I fear I will have to ring that panic button, said I, rising to my feet, or attempting to. But some strange force kept me attached firmly to the chair.
Sorry about that, Finnemore.
Smirked the leader.
That's a little thing we call a flypaper combined with a jackanory.
I cried, struggling vainly to free myself. What about all the other security? The door to the vault, for instance, can only be opened with the fingerprint of Mrs. Mulligan herself.
We know, so we went and got it, didn't we?
Spoke up one of the gang.
Me and the boys went round and pulled the old sticky fishbowl routine. Here you go, lady. One piranha.
Something for yourself.
Oh, very good of you. Right, give us back the piranha. I see. But what about the floodlights and alarms?
Ah, well, that was your department, wasn't it, Maddie?
That's right. I just went to the bar next door and found some guys to pull a Mary Poppins on.
She asked if they switched off the screen, and when they turned her down, she snuck down to their fuse box and she blacked out half the town.
But what about the wolf that hasn't been fed for 5 weeks?
The wolf's dead, Finnemore.
Oh, dead? No, why?
Well, it hasn't been fed for 5 weeks. Oh. Yeah, what you have there is a wolf skeleton being prodded by an electronic stick. I mean, as modern art, it's a provocative thing. Feature.
Yeah, you made your point. In any case, you'll never get away with it, you know. The security cameras have their own generator and can only be controlled by Mrs. Mulligan's voice. Isn't that right, cameras?
Voice not recognised.
See?
Ah, yes, that was you two, wasn't it, boys?
Certainly was. We did the old that's what she said. Play the tape.
And now we need to link it with the name Paul, what was it?
McCartney.
Oh, yes, again, that's a terrible name, no images. Let's change it to Paul Memory.
Why Paul Memory?
All memory wiped. Well, this has been fun, but we'd best be off. Don't want to keep our Hamiltons waiting.
Oh, what?
I'll explain in the car.
And off they went, leaving me stuck helplessly in my chair to think matters over. It was a bad business, but perhaps there was a silver lining. At least no one would suspect me of having stolen Prince Ludwig's hat. And of course I hadn't. That would be ridiculous. Although I had perhaps given others the idea.
This is strictly between you and I, Finnemore, but Mulligan's is about to play host to the most valuable hat ever made.
A couple of months ago, I asked Johnny Bigmouth if he had any tip-offs. Well, he just got back to me.
Well, since you asked me if I have any tip-offs.
Yes, my share of the profits would be very satisfactory. If, of course, there were any profits to share.
After all, with all the security footage wiped, there would be no evidence left if someone with privileged access to the vault had earlier managed to swap the hat for a perfect replica.
Excuse me, do you mind if I get this? Hello, Wittgenstein's Patisserie.
Hello. I told you can make a cake look like almost anything.
And so, in answer to your rather abrupt, but on the other hand, pleasingly melodious question, that is where I got this hat. Good night.
John Finnemore's Souvenir programme was written and performed by John Finnemore with Margaret Cabourn-Smith, Simon Kane, Lawry Lewin and Carrie Quinlan. Original music was written by Susanna Pearce and performed by Susanna Pearce and Sally Stairs. The producer was Ed Morrish and it was a BBC Studios production. For more information about the BBC's website, just listen to BBC Radio. We bang on about it constantly.